The air was thick. The crowd was electric. Cameras flashed like lightning. But no one could have predicted what was about to explode behind that velvet curtain. Moments before Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin were set to make their grand entrance at a high-profile live event in New York City, chaos erupted. Whispers became shouts. Shouts turned into a full-blown verbal brawl that reportedly left producers, security, and even celebrity guests frozen in shock. Witnesses claimed the tension had been brewing for weeks, but tonight, it boiled over. Sources say Chrissy stormed out of the dressing room after a heated exchange with Jim that could be heard echoing down the hall. One insider swore they heard Chrissy yell, "You embarrass me in public again, and it's over," while Jim's voice roared back, "Don't play with me right now." The fight didn't end backstage. Oh no. It spilled onto the stage in real time in front of a screaming audience. Clips started leaking online within minutes. Fans went wild on Twitter, calling it the most uncomfortable live meltdown since Will Smith at the Oscars. But that was just the beginning. Now, alleged DMS, secret recordings, and insider leaks are surfacing, revealing a web of jealousy, betrayal, and power plays that no one saw coming. What really happened that night? And why are other celebrities suddenly picking sides? Brace yourself, because this isn't just gossip. This is war. The night began like any other glamorous industry event. Velvet ropes, flashing lights, a sea of influencers, executives, and reality TV royalty. But what unfolded backstage was pure chaos. An insider who claims to have been working security that night told us exclusively that the moment Jim Jones walked into the venue, you could feel the tension. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't talking. And Chrissy Lampkin. She arrived 20 minutes later wearing a storm in her eyes. According to sources, she refused to even look at him. Cameras caught her laughing with friends. But insiders say it was all an act, a mask hiding fury. It started with a phone, a simple, buzzing phone. Jim's The ringtone cut through the music. Chrissy froze. Witnesses say she glanced at the screen and everything changed. She allegedly saw a name she didn't recognize, followed by a string of heart emojis. Within seconds, the air turned radioactive. One eyewitness told us, Chrissy just said, "Whose number is that?" And Jim tried to play it off like it was business. But she wasn't buying it. That's when, according to multiple accounts, the shouting began. Staffers rushed to close the door. But it was too late. Half the backstage crew heard every word. He told her to calm down, the insider said. She told him to stop lying. And then it got ugly. In leaked audio that's been circulating on fan pages, you can allegedly hear Chrissy yelling, "I'm not one of your little girls, Jim. I'm the one who built this brand with you," followed by the sound of something slamming hard. Fans believe it was a mirror, but here's where it gets darker. Minutes later, Jim Jones was seen pacing outside the dressing room, phone pressed to his ear. Who was he calling? According to a verified insider leak on Twitter, he was calling his mother, Mama Jones. And that's when everything spiraled. Tweets started flooding the timeline. Mama Jones just entered the building. Security looks stressed. Another user posted a short clip showing her walking fast through the hallway, phone in hand, lips tight. Commenters went feral. "Oh, it's about to go down." Backstage sources claim Mama Jones immediately confronted Chrissy, saying, "I told you not to bring your drama here." Chrissy allegedly snapped back with, "Then control your son." It was an explosion of shouting, pointing, and raw emotion. Guests in nearby rooms reportedly heard glass break and then silence. Deafening silence. Minutes later, the lights dimmed. The MC announced their names. And like nothing happened, Jim Jones and Chrissy walked out hand in hand. But the smiles didn't reach their eyes. The energy. Ice cold. Fans who were there say you could feel the awkwardness radiating through the room. But here's the twist. That wasn't the end of it. Not even close. Just as they took the stage, someone, and no one knows who, leaked the backstage audio to a major gossip account. Within seconds, hashtags like #JimVesChrissy and #BackstageBreakdown started trending. Fans dissected every second. Did she just say you lied again? One tweet read. Another posted slowed-down footage of Jim whispering something to her before they smiled for the cameras, claiming he said, "Don't embarrass me." By the time this segment ended, social media was on fire. TikTok edits were flying. Fan accounts were posting frame-by-frame analyses of Chrissy's body language. YouTubers went live mid-event just to cover the chaos. But then came the real bombshell. A close friend of the couple who asked to remain anonymous allegedly leaked screenshots of a private text thread between Jim and a woman saved as T. The messages, flirtatious, cryptic. One of them read, "You know I only come alive around you." Another, "She's gonna find out eventually." Fans immediately began speculating that T stood for Tiana, a model recently seen hanging out with Jim at a recording session weeks before. Chrissy, according to insiders, found out about the leak in real time while still at the event. Her reaction: nuclear. Witnesses say she stormed off stage mid-photo op, leaving Jim standing alone. Security tried to escort her to the car, but she turned back and shouted something that made everyone freeze. "You want to play dirty? Let's play dirty." Within minutes, Chrissy's Instagram story updated with a single cryptic post, a black background, and the words, "Loyalty isn't selective." Fans flooded the comments, tagging Jim, Mama Jones, and even Tiana. Within an hour, Tiana's own account went private, the internet went feral. Memes, conspiracy threads, and reaction videos dominated the feed. People started digging into old clips from Love and Hip Hop, saying this fight was years in the making. One viral post said, "She warned us on season 2. We just didn't listen." Then, as if scripted for reality TV, Jim Jones went live. The room was dim. His tone calm. Too calm. "Y'all need to chill," he said, rubbing his temples. "Ain't nothing going on. Stop making drama out of nothing." But what happened next shattered that illusion completely. While Jim was still live, viewers flooded the comments with screenshots, leaked DMs between his verified account and a burner page linked to Tiana, messages that read, "Keep it low." They watching Jim looked at his phone mid-live stream, froze for half a second, then ended the stream. No goodbye. Just a cut to black dot. The internet lost its mind. He saw the leak in real time. One fan tweeted, "His face said everything." Memes of Jim's stunned expression flooded timelines. Hashtag #JimCaughtLive started trending. But here's where the story twists yet again. Hours later, new footage surfaced, this time from a crew member working at the event, showing Chrissy in the parking lot crying. In the clip, she's pacing beside her car, phone in hand, saying, "I can't believe he did this again." The video went viral instantly. Millions of views in under 2 hours. And then silence from both camps. No statements. No interviews. No explanations. Just whispers. Until the next morning. A supposed close friend of Jim Jones leaked a voicemail, allegedly from Chrissy, that left fans speechless. The voice, trembling with rage and heartbreak, says, "You humiliated me on stage. I warned you. Now I'm done protecting you." Within minutes, that voicemail was reposted by major gossip outlets, with dramatic titles like "Chrissy's Heartbreak Caught On." Tape fans speculated it was all part of a bigger betrayal, one that's been building behind closed doors for months. And if you thought this was just about a fight, think again, because another leak soon suggested that this wasn't just about love, it was about money. According to documents floating online, Chrissy and Jim were negotiating a joint brand deal with a luxury fashion label, a deal worth millions. But one clause reportedly gave Jim full creative control. Sources say Chrissy was furious when she found out, claiming he went behind her back to lock in the terms. "It's not just heartbreak," one insider wrote. "It's business betrayal at the highest level." Fans started connecting dots. The tension, the live event, the phone call to Mama Jones. Everything suddenly made sense. But then, a final leak dropped that no one saw coming. A private voice memo allegedly sent by Jim to a friend surfaced late that night. In it, he can be heard saying, "She's not gonna ruin me." Not this time. The tone was cold, almost calculated. That single line flipped the narrative upside down. Was this all part of a bigger plan? Was someone setting someone else up? Theories exploded. Fans divided. Celebrities began chiming in, from Cardi B tweeting "Ain't no love like hip-hop love gone wrong" to Remy Ma posting a cryptic line, "When you know, you know." The internet couldn't keep up. Everyone was asking the same thing. What really happened that night, and who leaked what first? Really happened that night, and who leaked what first? But just when it seemed things couldn't possibly get any worse, an entirely new recording dropped. A secret 30-second clip allegedly captured after the show. Jim and Chrissy in a parking garage, voices raised, echoing off the concrete. You can barely make out the words. But one line cuts through clear as glass. "You just ended everything." And that's when the screen goes dark. No one knows who leaked it. No one knows who recorded it, but everyone knows this. The storm has just begun. The internet was burning. Overnight, hashtags had turned into digital battlegrounds. Hashtag Chrissy Lampkin trended in the millions. Hashtag Jim Jones exposed wasn't far behind. And TikTok detectives were tearing through every video, every lyric, every throwback interview for clues. Fans didn't sleep. They dissected. They connected dots no one else had seen. And suddenly, a theory took hold that changed everything. According to one viral Reddit thread, entire argument that night wasn't spontaneous, it was planned. Not by producers, not by fans, but by someone inside Jim and Chrissy's circle. The post claimed that someone close to them, a trusted family friend, had secretly recorded the backstage fight and leaked it to multiple gossip outlets, hoping to teach them both a lesson. The theory spread like wildfire, especially after one insider account dropped a cryptic tweet that read, "You can't trust blood when fame's involved." And then came the twist no one was ready for: a supposed leaked voicemail from Mama Jones herself. In the clip, you can allegedly hear her voice saying they both need to be humbled. They forgot where they came from. Fans were divided. Some claimed it was fake, others swore it was real. But the damage was done. The internet turned on Mama Jones overnight. Tweets poured in. She sabotaged her own son. And this family drama is messier than a soap opera. YouTubers posted hour-long breakdowns with titles like, "The Jones Family Implodes: What Really Happened Backstage." And that's when another leak dropped. A private group chat screenshot, allegedly from Chrissy's friends. The messages showed Chrissy typing in all caps, "I'm done protecting him. He brought this on himself." Underneath, another message read, "He knows what he did with that studio." Chick fans immediately latched onto the phrase "studio chick," connecting it to the rumored woman Tiana. This wasn't just gossip anymore, it was becoming digital warfare. Within 24 hours, Tiana's name resurfaced. Someone, possibly from her camp, uploaded a series of Instagram stories showing behind-the-scenes footage from Jim's latest recording session. The clips looked innocent at first, until fans zoomed in. At the 7-second mark, you can see Jim sitting on a couch, Tiana next to him, laughing, holding a red cup, the same exact cup spotted on his table during the live stream earlier that week. The timeline went nuclear. Comments flooded in, caught in 4,000, "This man has no chill. Chrissy deserves better." Tiana deleted the clips within minutes, but it was too late. The internet had screenshots, and once the screenshots hit Twitter, there was no going back. Meanwhile, Chrissy broke her silence again, this time with a post that sent chills down everyone's spine. A black and white photo of her engagement ring sitting on a table, captioned simply, "Not everything that glitters." Fans lost it. Within hours, the photo hit 1 million likes. Every celebrity gossip page reposted it. Even Hollywood insiders started chiming in. Amber Rose commented with a single broken heart emoji. Tamar Braxton posted, "This is why I mind my business and my peace." But then, Out of nowhere, Jim Jones clapped back. On Twitter, he posted, "Y'all believe anything these fake pages post? Stop tagging me in nonsense." That tweet might have cooled things down if it weren't for what came next. Moments later, an anonymous account, one that fans quickly linked to a former member of Jim's crew, uploaded a voice note titled "The Real Reason They Fought." The voice in the recording, muffled but intense, says he was supposed to cut Tiana off weeks ago. But he didn't. And Chrissy found out because Tiana bragged about it in a group chat. That's why she snapped. The internet collectively gasped. The theory fit too perfectly. Within an hour, the clip had 2.7 million views. Hashtag TianaGate trended worldwide, but this wasn't just about cheating anymore. It was about exposure. Someone was clearly feeding leaks in real time. And fans started noticing patterns. Each exclusive seemed to drop just before a major PR appearance from Jim. It looked orchestrated. Then came the bombshell. A massive gossip blog posted a supposed email chain between Jim's management team and a major streaming platform. The subject line: Crisis Containment Strategy. The email allegedly outlined plans to spin the narrative and reframe the public perception of Jim's personal life before the release of his upcoming single. Fans went wild. This was all a cover-up. He used the drama to hype his music. Others defended him, saying they're framing him. This is too neat. But the truth was messier than anyone imagined. Around midnight, leaked footage appeared online, this time from a security camera outside the event venue. The timestamp matched the night of the meltdown. You can see Chrissy storming down the hallway, followed by Jim shouting something unintelligible. But what grabbed everyone's attention was the shadow, a third person, stepping into frame, holding up a phone. Fans zoomed, analyzed, enhanced the footage, and the conclusion was explosive. The figure's silhouette matched Mama Jones. The comment sections lit up like fireworks. She recorded the whole thing. She set them up. This is family betrayal on another level. Mama Jones went live the next morning to set the record straight. Sitting in her kitchen, coffee in hand, she said, "I ain't leaked nothing. I was just there to make sure my son didn't do something stupid." But fans weren't buying it. Her defensive tone only fueled the fire. Her eyes say guilt. One tweet read, "That's not denial, that's deflection," said another. By the afternoon, TMZ-style outlets were claiming that production companies had reached out to both Jim and Chrissy for exclusive tell-all interviews. The offers, reportedly in the six-figure range. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, something darker was brewing. An anonymous source from the event staff sent a DM to gossip YouTuber claiming they overheard Jim saying, "I'll fix this my way." No one knew what that meant until the next day, when Chrissy's Instagram suddenly vanished. Her entire account gone. People panicked. Was it hacked? Deleted? Silenced? Theories exploded across every platform. Then a mysterious backup account appeared under the handle @RealChrissyUnfiltered. It posted one story before going dark again. The story was a screenshot of an iMessage thread, the sender labeled J. The message read, "Don't say anything else. I warned you." Fans lost control. Is this real? Is he threatening her? This is deeper than we thought. The story disappeared in less than 5 minutes. Those screenshots spread faster than wildfire. By evening, other celebrities began taking sides. Yandy Smith tweeted, "Protect Chrissy at all costs." Funkmaster Flex posted, "Y'all love drama, but forget real people got real pain." Even Love and Hip-Hop's Mona Scotchung posted a cryptic line. "Sometimes reality hits harder than TV ever could." Felt like the entire entertainment world was watching a public implosion in slow motion. And then the most shocking twist of all. A leaked phone call surfaced between an unidentified male voice and a female producer. In the audio, the man believed to be Jim says, "We can't let her go public. If she talks, everything comes out, the label, the money, everything." The producer's voice responds, "You should have handled this weeks ago. The clip ends with a single line that sent shockwaves through the industry. "Then we'll handle it tonight." Within hours, fan pages declared it the smoking gun. People accused Jim of intimidation, manipulation, even plotting a PR blackout against Chrissy. His team released a statement denying everything, calling the recording deepfake garbage. But the internet had already chosen sides, and just when it seemed the chaos couldn't climb any higher, it did at 3 a.m. A blurry live video went up from an anonymous account showing a car parked outside a luxury hotel. The caption read, "Guess who's inside?" The camera zoomed in on a familiar silhouette stepping out. Chrissy, behind her, a man who looked suspiciously like one of Jim's former business partners, the same one he once accused of stealing ideas. The video went viral instantly. Fans screamed betrayal. "She's moving on. She's getting revenge." Others insisted it was staged to get under Jim's skin. But whether real or fake, one thing was clear: this story had evolved from heartbreak to open war by dawn. Every gossip outlet, every podcast, every influencer was talking about it. Leaks, voice notes, secret footage. It had become a 24-hour circus of speculation. And just as fans thought the drama had reached its peak, another message dropped from the shadows, a post on X from an anonymous account with the handle @TheRealLeakSource. The message was short, terrifying. "Tomorrow, the truth drops. The recording they don't want you to hear." Morning didn't just arrive, it crashed into the internet like a bomb. Every phone buzzed, every timeline exploded, every gossip channel went live at once. The promised truth drop from @TheRealLeakSource had landed, and it was worse, louder, and darker than anyone could have imagined. The file was titled "The Recording They Tried to Bury." It was 2 minutes long. Muffled voices, heavy breathing, and then, unmistakably, Jim Jones's voice, low and tense, saying, "She wasn't supposed to find out like that." A woman's voice, trembling, believed to be Chrissy, replies, "You lied to me for months." Then, silence, followed by a bang. The sound of something, maybe a chair crashing, and finally, Jim's voice again. "You don't understand what's at stake. They'll destroy us both." That line set the internet on fire. Fans went feral. "Who's they?" everyone asked. Threads popped up connecting Jim's words to old interviews, shady business rumors, and secret contracts. Some claimed they referred to a record label threatening to cut ties. Others insisted it meant someone higher up, a silent partner funding their ventures. But there was no time to theorize, because 15 minutes later, another post dropped. This time, it was a document, an alleged legal agreement between Jim Jones and a management company tied to both his music and Chrissy's fashion ventures. The clause circled in red read, "Parties agreed to maintain public relationship status until contract expiration or mutual dissolution." In other words, their relationship was legally obligated. Fans didn't know what to believe. Had the romance been business all along? Was their love story just a PR machine? The comment sections turned into battlefields. "I knew it," wrote one fan. "She was in love, he was in contract," wrote another. Others screamed conspiracy, claiming someone faked the document to destroy them. But then more leaks, more chaos, more devastation. A burner TikTok account began uploading voice memos one by one, allegedly from inside the couple's home. You could hear laughter, arguments, tears, snippets of a love unraveling. One clip, barely 20 seconds long, captured Chrissy saying, "You think money fixes everything. I just wanted honesty." Then Jim's voice cuts in, "Honesty doesn't pay bills." That line became a meme within hours. Rap blogs turned it into headlines. Influencers made parody skits. But the tone shifted when fans realized something darker. Someone had been spying on them for months. Who was recording? Who had this kind of access? A Twitter user claiming to be a former assistant stepped forward with a 14-tweet thread, revealing she was paid to stay silent. She alleged that hidden microphones were planted in their home by a third-party media investor, hoping to capture content for a potential reality reboot. The thread ended with 4 words that froze everyone scrolling. They were never supposed to know. It was madness. Fans demanded answers. Celebrities started unfollowing both Jim and Chrissy. Even longtime friends went quiet. Then, in the middle of the storm, Chrissy came back online. She posted a single black screen with a white caption, "Since everyone wants the truth." Here it is. 30 minutes later, she uploaded a 3-minute video. No makeup, no glam, just raw emotion. Her voice cracked as she said, "I loved him. That's all I ever did." But love doesn't survive in lies. She paused, looking straight into the camera, eyes red. "You all saw the clips? But you didn't see what came before them." She reached for her phone and pressed play. In the background, you can hear Jim's voice clear, unmistakable. "Don't tell them about the deal. Don't ruin this for us." The internet broke. Screenshots flooded every corner of social media. TikTokers looped her tears. Hashtags multiplied like wildfire. Hashtag Chrissy speaks. Hashtag Jim exposed. Hashtag contract love. But then the twist that flipped everything on its head. Minutes after Chrissy's video dropped, Jim's account posted a story. A close-up photo of a legal document stamped and signed. The caption, "You just admitted to leaking company property." Fans were stunned. Was this damage control? Retaliation? A warning shot? Nobody knew, but one thing was clear. This wasn't just a breakup. It was a full-scale war. Overnight, YouTubers went live dissecting every second of Chrissy's confession. Gossip pundits analyzed her pauses, her tears, her trembling hands. Some said she was brave. Others said she was lying. And in the middle of all that noise, a new leak detonated. This time from Jim's side. A mysterious Reddit account shared screenshots of alleged texts between Chrissy and another man, labeled only as R. The messages were flirtatious, suggestive. One read, "You understand me better than he ever did." Another, "I'm so tired of pretending." The internet went into meltdown. Was Chrissy cheating too? Was this revenge? Jim's defenders celebrated. Chrissy's fans screamed, "Fake." And somewhere in between, the truth drowned under a tsunami of accusations. But the chaos didn't stop there. Because suddenly, celebrity reactions reignited the fire. Cardi B tweeted, "Love shouldn't be business. Protect your peace." Nicki Minaj clapped back hours later with some PPL only mad when they not in control. Their fan bases collided. Hashtags overlapped. Suddenly, the Jim Chrissy scandal wasn't just about them. It had turned into an all-out cultural moment. And then, the internet discovered the final piece. A private memo surfaced. Allegedly from a network executive dated months before the live event. The subject line read, "Potential relaunch? Love and Hip-Hop Legacy. Edition." The memo discussed reuniting former cast icons Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin for a high-stakes relationship special to reignite public engagement. The proposal's final note, "Conflict will be key to audience retention." The revelation shattered everything. Was the entire thing staged? Were the fights, the leaks, the heartbreak manufactured for ratings? The heartbreak manufactured for ratings? Fans didn't know what to believe anymore. Some called it a genius publicity stunt. Others said it had gone too far, that no amount of fame was worth this kind of emotional carnage. But just as people began catching their breath, the final leak dropped like a nuclear blast. A new voice recording unmistakably Jim's surfaced on Twitter Spaces. In it, he says, "They think I lost her. But they don't get it. This was the plan. You can't build a legacy without breaking something first." The internet erupted. Was he admitting it? Had this entire saga been intentional? Within minutes, Twitter exploded with conspiracy threads. Some said he was being taken out of context. Others claimed it was an AI generated. But fans didn't care. The damage was irreversible. Chrissy, meanwhile, posted one final video, no caption, no explanation. Just her walking down a dark street, tossing her phone into a river. That clip became iconic overnight. Symbolic, tragic. Millions watched in silence. News outlets covered it like a national emergency. The end of hip-hop's first couple, one headline read, "Love, Lies, and Live Streams," said another. Brands began quietly pulling endorsements. PR teams worked overtime. Everyone who had ever been part of their circle either deleted posts or issued cryptic apologies. And in the middle of all that noise, one anonymous account posted the final message of the saga, a single sentence that froze everyone in their tracks. The footage from that night isn't over. There's still one more recording. Then the account vanished. Theories went wild. Was there a secret video that revealed everything? A final confrontation? A cover-up? No one knew. Days passed. No new leaks surfaced. But the silence was worse than the chaos. Every fan waited. Every gossip host refreshed their feeds. Every celebrity who had commented went quiet. It felt like the calm before something catastrophic. And maybe it was because in the entertainment world, nothing stays buried forever. And if the whispers are true, if that final recording exists, it could expose not just a relationship, but an entire empire built on deception, loyalty, and betrayal. The only question left is when it drops. Who will survive the fallout? CTA approximately equals 250 words. If you thought this was wild, you haven't seen anything yet. The story's still unraveling, and the next leak could change everything we think we know. But before that bomb drops, I need you to hit that like button right now. Smash it until it turns blue. Comment below what side you're on, Team Chrissy, Team Jim, or Team. They both knew exactly what they were doing. This isn't just gossip anymore. This is history unfolding in real time. Every new clip, every deleted post, every whisper on the internet could be the missing piece that cracks this scandal wide open. And when it happens, you'll want to be the first to know. So subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay locked in. The next few days are about to get dangerous. More leaks, more lies, more heartbreak, and one final truth that no one, not even Jim or Chrissy, can hide from forever. Because in this world of fame, love, and betrayal, nothing stays secret. Not forever. Not even the truth they tried to bury. Stay tuned. The real story is just beginning. You just witnessed the meltdown that's shaking the entire entertainment industry. And trust me, this story is far from over. What we've seen so far, the fights, the leaks, the tears, the betrayals, that's just the surface. There are whispers that another recording exists, one that could end careers, destroy alliances, and rewrite everything we thought we knew about Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin. So here's the deal. If you've made it this far, you're part of the inner circle now. You're in too deep to look away. Hit that like button right now so this story reaches everyone who needs to see the truth. Drop a comment below. Whose side are you on? Is Chrissy the victim of the ultimate betrayal? Or did Jim just play the longest game in celebrity history? Tell me what you think really happened backstage that night. And don't just watch, subscribe, turn on notifications. Because the next time this saga erupts, it's going to happen fast. And when that new recording drops, you'll want to be the first to hear it. Not second. Not later. First, because the internet doesn't wait. The truth doesn't wait. And if you blink, you'll miss the moment that changes everything. This isn't just gossip. This is history in motion. Love, loyalty, lies. It's all crashing down in real time. So stay locked in, stay loud, and stay ready. Because when the next bomb drops, you'll want to say you saw it here first. The clock's ticking. The truth's coming. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.